Hey, beautiful friends. So I am just feeling really I guess excited is the word. I use that word a lot. But I am like, it's just cool to me when things kind of fall into place, um, they make sense in a way that like your body knows it. Um, so something that I think is pretty common knowledge is that most of us feel like what we would love is for someone to like fully know everything about us and accept us, right? And be like, oh my gosh, I love you. We want unconditional love, right? Most of us want our parents to have been able to offer that to us. We want our significant others, our friends. Um, Everybody, right? And this is such a common longing, right? For this, like, I just want someone to know everything about me. I want to be able to be totally authentic. Look how cute my squishy is. It's a little s'more. Um, we want to be totally authentic, totally transparent, and have somebody just like, oh, that's the best one. Have somebody be like, "You're fantastic. I love you so much." Right? So the interesting thing about this longing is that it pushes up against the reality that every human has a nervous system, and the nervous system gets afraid about things that it doesn't understand, things that it has like absorbed a rule about from the world. Anytime our neighbors got two new goats and they are so frolicky. They're so cute. The other two are like older and more mellow and don't do a lot, but now I get to see these frolicky ones like all the time. The other day, one was like climbing so far up something and like reaching with their tongue to like get one leaf. Very cute. Anyways, um, so what was I saying? Yeah, everybody has a nervous system, and so everybody has fears. And so if I want to find a human who is going to unconditionally love me, it basically means I am trying to find a human who does not have a nervous system, right? Because we're all afraid of something. And so when I try to offer someone unconditional love, I'm basically asking myself not to have any fears because inevitably in the course of life, even if someone loves you like a ton, right? There's going to be something that scares them about you. And that reaction is going to feel like conditional love, right? So, for example, I have um, a kiddo who I love more unconditionally than I've ever loved anyone. But there are times when, let's say, for example, my kid gets sad or scared, and I start to feel scared about what that means about me as a parent. Oh, I'm not being a good enough parent if my kid feels sad or scared. Or, oh, what's going to happen to my kid long term if he has sadness or fear, right? So then my fear turns into a condition for him. I might try to make him feel better. I might, um, you know, uh, distance myself a little bit subconsciously because I'm like, ooh, I'm like scared of your sadness, right? So other people's fear are what you're experiencing when you experience someone not accepting you. So non acceptance just means somebody is in a place of fear. So, what do we do about that, right? If we're faced with a reality where no human is going to be able to offer us unconditional love, but we still have this longing for unconditional love, what do we do about that? The concept of having a big S self or a wise mind or a God or a higher power or a higher self or something that is outside of this experience of having a nervous system is something that we can offer to ourselves as a source of unconditional love. For me, I feel like the easiest way to describe it is unconditional love. And I see that at work in things like a tree that, um, lets its leaves fall year after year, knowing that it's gonna about to go through a really harsh winter and it's gonna have to regrow them every spring. I think trees are some of the most loving what is beings out there. Unconditional love can look like a spider who weaves beautiful webs, knowing that they're going to be destroyed, and an octopus who um, is exquisite and lives a very full life, knowing that it's only going to live for a year. Planets that go in orbit and don't just smash into each other. People who are sweet to each other, even though the world is as violent as it is. Um, Children who laugh, babies who look into your soul, um, the existence of, um, you know, Winnie the Pooh. Um, Things like that are what connect me to um, unconditional love. And when I connect with those things, my nervous system gets really happy and I can offer that unconditional love to myself. Um, and I can be the one who listens to all the stuff that maybe I'm worried is shameful or unacceptable. I can hear all of the stories 1,000 times and never feel like it's too much. Um, And honestly, for me, this YouTube channel is a way to connect with unconditional love because I offer these stories, I offer these thoughts, I offer these ideas, experiences, my energy, my voice, um, my physical image uh, as as a way to connect with unconditional love. Like something was put in me, and here I am sharing it, trusting that unconditional love is there um, to allow it. That my very existing um, marks my place in this world, um, and I can celebrate that by acknowledging it and playing with it and sharing it and being curious about it and being compassionate for it when it feels all of the things that it feels from time to time. So, anyways, if you are a person who is looking to be loved unconditionally and has been disappointed by people around you, and maybe ask the question, like, oh, is it maybe because there's something wrong with me? I would offer to you there's nothing wrong with you. But that unconditional love is something that we can't really offer each other realistically because we have fear. But it is something that we can connect with um, for ourselves. And there's lots of beautiful ways to give yourself a chance to experience that. Journaling is one of my favorite. Creating art for the sake of creating art, not to be monetized or to be skilled or fancy or wise or brilliant. Um, Singing, moving your body, feeding yourself, cuddling with stuffed animals, um, spending time in nature, spending time with children, laughing. Um, Anything that you do to convey to yourself that there is love, even when it doesn't make sense. Those are ways to reinforce your connection with unconditional love. Okay. I love you so much.